right, Therapy Thursday is on. You know, when we talk it out, work it out, it helps you out, and it helps us. Makes us feel like we have service. We got the brilliant Meredith MD in the building.
Brilliant today, yeah.
We have the emotional support animal, Rich, over here.
I got free hugs.
Hugging you from the waist down. Yeah. Orlando BGYN here if you want to throw your feet up in some stirrups. We got you. All right. If you have any type of question you want to share with us, we don't judge. That's the thing on Thursday. We judge every day, but not on Thursdays, all right? Just because talking it out, we've learned from a lot of therapist friends of ours that actually talking it out does help. So 888-429-0941 if you want to text us a little something. This comes out of the 813. It says, this is funny to write you guys after listening to Davi ask for a threesome every year for his birthday.
Yeah.
But my wife has brought it up to me. I think it's to change up the rut that we've been in, but she wants to invite another guy that we choose together. Then we can include a 2-girl scenario if we continue after it. She says if we get into this world, she wants to do it that way first. I've imagined this a lot, but this layout is not how it played out in my head. If your significant other offered you this deal, could you go through with it?
I personally would not go down this road because the potential of things going left and destroying your relationship are so exponentially high when it comes down to this. You have to understand, you both have to agree on this, and this is a lifestyle change. You could be a one and done thing and then you never go back, but you're going to, if you do the 2 guys, you're going to want to do the 2 girls. Cause I mean, that's what you guys are going ahead and trying to,
it's only fair.
That's the agreement y'all had. Yeah, for sure. And that totally makes sense. But it sounds like it's going to work its way up into an open relationship. You guys have got to lay ground rules. This is a long conversation, many conversations if you want to do this.
The brilliant part was the part where you said lifestyle. Right, because we can kill the cat right there. Pow, lifestyle.
Right.
If it's not your lifestyle, you're just trying to engage into it, you can't play. You can't jump in and jump out. Yeah. It's a lifestyle change. So if you enter into this and y'all not ready, it can crumble up what you already got. A rut can turn into trash. So you probably don't want to go there. There's nothing wrong with having a fantasy in your head and something that you've been thinking about. And don't go through with it. Some of us got fantasies in our head that we ain't never gonna live out. Yeah. But it can fuel you in different ways. So like, you ain't always got to get, you don't always want to realize your dream.
And honestly, this sounds like a test. It's like, hey, well, why do you ask for it if I can't get it?
Right.
So it's like, hey, if you're not willing to do that for her, and then you shouldn't be okay doing it for you.
Yeah, you know? But if you're not in that lifestyle, don't play. Don't do that.
It's a big deal. It's a bigger deal than you think it is. And that's why people usually fantasize about it, but they don't actually do it. And it can 100% ruin your relationship.
Okay.
I got one out of the 813.
What up?
It says, this is not a joke. Question, how do I cope if my junk isn't massive?
Okay. Really?
No, but this is a real problem. And you know what? I have a solution.
Conversation.
It's stemming from the conversation, and I have a solution. You know what? It's not always about the size. It's about the motion in the ocean sometimes. And if that's a problem, then you could do other things.
You need to get your tongue game up.
Yeah, you need to satisfy your lady in other ways.
Wow, yeah. We really having these conversations.
Bro, this is Therapy Thursday. People have problems.
Listen, if this is really it, or somebody's just writing us to troll us because of the last conversation, I would say that if you feel like you're inadequate, that's something more on the inside. It's not about your body, because there are people out there who might be a little smaller than these skin mattress actresses and all this stuff, who have the swagger of King Kong.
Right.
Like there are people out there, there are women out there with little boobs and little booty who can kill it.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? And there's men out there with diminutive sizes as well who have the swagger and that energy that they bring to the table. So it's not about your size. It's about how you see it. And if you see yourself as, this type of like wimp,
Yeah.
then you gotta feel like a little bit better about yourself. Everybody ain't gonna be out here King Kong.
No.
Nah.
And by the way, not all women want that. Yeah, we talk about it and all that stuff, but sometimes that could be like extremely painful. And a lot of women don't want anything to be painful when it comes to that. There's that category as well.
A lot of ladies like to keep it cute.
Yeah.
Like keep it cute. Ain't nothing wrong with having a puppy.
Undersell, over deliver, man. Don't worry about the size.
Don't brag about it.
Yeah, don't even brag about it. There's a lot of things you could do that you don't need that to be.
Sound like you patting him on the head.
Yeah, man.
You gonna be all right, little baby. You
You
gonna be all right, little baby. You all right. You all right with that little nubbin. You got that little nubbin.
Nah, man. Hey, hips don't lie, like Shakira said. Just start using those hips, dog.
Somebody said Lil P energy don't mean it ain't gonna be good.
Yeah.
See, that's why y'all not the therapist. Y'all don't know how to talk right.
Oh my God.
All right, wait, Meredith, you got one out of the 813.
Okay.
This question is for Meredith. I have 2 young ones, aged 2 and 4.
Oh.
I've been a stay-at-home mom since my oldest has been born. Things have been tight, and I'm looking to go back to work, and I want to know how you are able to manage work life and a home life. Right now, we have a pretty solid routine, and the house is running like a well-oiled machine. I'm afraid that it'll fall apart once I step back into the work world. How do you balance it?
It will. It will. There's going to be stuff that's going to fall apart, and you have to be okay with that. Not everything is going to be perfect all at the same time. It's almost impossible. And by the way, it's very unhealthy expectations mentally for you to expect everything to run like perfectly. The household, the kids are going to get sick, work is going to be perfect all at the same time, and maintain a healthy relationship. Yeah, of course, we all strive for that. Something is not going to work, and you just got to ride that roller coaster, baby. You need some extra money. If you maybe you don't have to do like a whole big 9-to-5 job at first. Maybe you can do side jobs, because a lot of people are just doing, like the Ubering, Uber Eats, whatever it is, and they're making a good amount of money, and that way they can still be home and take care of the kids at the same time.
Your life, if you focus on what's important. If the money is tight and you have to get it going, concentrate on that, because that upside is going to give you a lot more benefit than just sitting and worrying about what if. You can't control what it hasn't happened yet. So, you can be an adult and worry about it, but if the end is to get more ends in the house, focus on that, because y'all are hurting on that side, and if you can contribute, get off the bench. Ain't no coach going to look at you on the bench and be like, yeah, just sit over there and wonder if we could win with you in the game. Get in the game.
Yeah.
And then figure it out on the other side when you walking around eating Grey Poupon, because y'all living big.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? So, just do that.
Yeah, and also there's stay-at-home jobs. You could be a phone person. You could be customer service.
I heard Google is hiring crazy
They
to work from
are.
home.
There's a lot
and
of work
they
from
get in
home
the
jobs.
bag, because trust me, if this radio thing ends, I'm giving me one of them jobs.
that
Where I
where
can
you're
sit at
going?
home with some nachos in my drawers and just do Google. so there you go. Rich keep talking about people's crotchal regions, and we might end up working for Google.
Hey, people are asking. It's Therapy Thursday. We do all problems, all right?
my
Mr. OBGYN.
I'm here.
I got
Wait,
one.
Danimal just wrote us and said, I love you guys doing Therapy Thursday. It is amazing to help others when they don't know who to ask hard questions.
Yeah, sometimes it's hard, sometimes it's silly. At the same
Danimal,
time.
don't say hard, because Rich might start his old conversation
Oh,
again.
my God.
Gentlemen, this one just came in. Yo, freak show. I need help. My wife, since 2009, my high school sweetheart, literally just shattered the bond I thought we had. We were joking in the kitchen last week, and I made a comment that if your brother keeps joking about my motorcycle accident, I'm going to have to slap him up. And I was just joking. I was in a good mood, but she responded in a serious manner. If you slap him, then I'm going to slap you too. She said he's the realest man I know, and she will defend him over anyone else, period, even including me. I don't know how it makes me feel, because I've been the perfect husband since day one. Never cheated, always a provider. I work and put her through school. We're in our mid-30s and her brother is 30. It just took me by surprise. I'm not sure how to continue my marriage anymore, because she doesn't have my back like I've had her.
Man, back up. Slow down. You didn't lose your wife because she rides with her brother. There's nothing more heartbreaking than when somebody don't find your joke funny.
Right.
That's basically what it is. That you gonna lose your marriage because she ain't find your joke funny. She thought you was trying her brother.
Yeah.
Like, really? Like, I don't know about my marriage now because she think her brother is more important. That's her brother.
Yeah, blood is thicker than water.
Like,
Wait a
she
minute.
loves you, but that's
Yeah.
her brother. Like, she thought you was being serious. You weren't. Maybe your joke telling skills ain't up to par. Whatever it is, she got serious about it. You could have went the other way and said, babe, you know I love you, brother. I'm just joking, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then she would have calmed it down. But you doubling down, she doubling down. Like, that's silly. Ain't nobody losing no relationship over no brother. Like, that's not gonna happen.
About a fake slap.
And you shouldn't be out there talking about you gonna slap somebody if you ain't got that kind of energy. And your wife is apparently telling you ain't got that kind of energy.
Yeah, in the hierarchy of arguments, family is almost always going to win over anybody else.
Right,
So,
because you can talk trash about your sibling.
yeah,
But let somebody else talk about your sibling, and it's like, oh, now I got to cut you.
Okay, I say go slap him and see what happens.
You can do that, too. You're like, you know what? I'm calling Cap and
boom.
slap him.
There you go.
And see what happens.
Out of nowhere.
But now we talking about domestic violence, which we don't endorse.
Now that her, well, yeah, I guess.
Yeah,
so.
that's domestic. Coming from her to him is still domestic. So we don't want you to
Him
do that.
slapping him.
But making a joke that somebody don't get, when they don't get it, abort.
Mm-hmm.
Abort. Cut it out. You don't double down. Just say, you know what, baby, I was joking. And obviously we shouldn't be joking about that because you ain't gonna slap me. I ain't gonna slap your brother.
Right.
Let's go put on some music and let's chill out.
I would move on from this whole conversation in general. Don't go down the rabbit hole. You're not going to get anywhere good. It was all a joke.
Yeah, the last thing somebody wants to hear from their significant other is that you have a problem with their family member.
But don't be so wimpy, man. Don't.
Yeah.
I mean, I know you listening to the show and whatever, and I get it. But just if I'm being like absolutely a buck with you, like you can't be that sensitive to be ready to tap out of your wedding and your marital bliss because your wife is riding with her brother.
Right.
That's her brother. All right, one more. Out of the 813, it says, my sex drive is through the roof. Live with my wife. Oh, love. My sex drive is through the roof. Love my wife to the moon. But I need more of her fine self.
Ooh.
I, too, am tired, but I do my duty. What can I do? So she
needs to put out more.
He wants more from her.
From her, yeah.
He works, but he's like, I want more.
That's awesome.
That's communication.
That is communication.
That's you talking about your needs and not your wants.
And you're not stepping out or anything. And by the way, you find your woman attractive and all you want is her. I mean, this is all a win. I feel like just saying this and, keep the compliments coming to make her ego feel good. I would say that this is something a wife, a girlfriend wants to hear. She may be tired, but also making time for the two of you outside of the house, outside of the norm, maybe a date night, maybe go see a movie and then run into the bathroom. Spontaneity, keep things a little bit exciting because, dude, I deal with this all the time. Just the routine day in and day out and kids and work and all that stuff, it can really be boring. But if you put a little bit of fun in your relationship and that excitement, it can go into the bedroom as well.
We've talked about this before. There's a foreplay that happens that you can get the pump primed. Same way if you go out to use your lawnmower and you got to prime the pump.
Yeah.
You got to prime your wife up. You can't just come home and expect her to be able to turn it on. You're working. You're exhausted. If you text your wife and you're like, I am having the most exhausting day, but I still can't wait to get home to X, Y, and Z.
Yeah, I can't wait to
If you tell her that, now she's like, damn, he's exhausted, but all he wants is me. Mm-hmm. Now you're making her feel like she's killing it.
Yeah.
Like he's like, baby, I had to get to work this morning, but I saw you laying in bed, and I was just like, damn, I really should take the day off. You look beautiful this morning. I can't wait to get home and see you. Do you know that you might as well call it a sex crock pot? That thing is going to be simmering by the time you get home.
A little tease
That's
for the day.
the way you do it. Prime the pump. Give her a little bit of something. Don't be dirty. Be coy. Just be like, man, my boss just gave me a whole bunch of work, and I'm knocking it out as fast as I can because I can't wait to get home to you. Those are the things that you can use.
Yeah, and if the excuse is that she's tired, hey, tell her to take a week off from work. Go on a little vacation, little staycation. That
If
way
you
she's
can
away
afford it.
from work.
Yeah,
if you
for
can
real.
afford
Like,
it.
I don't
A
know. Rich just hit the Powerball.
I'm just saying. No. It could be a staycation too. What I'm saying is if it's that she's tired, then get her some time off of work and let her get her energy back and let her,
That's good
have some
advice.
fun with
Out
it.
of
Come
the
home
five-
with a Red Bull and an energy bar and be like, baby,
Here you go.
I'll give you 10 minutes. You go ahead and munch this
An
down.
energy bar. What are we? At the 561, just cheat on her, bro.
No. Do
I mean,
not.
Do
listen,
not do
don't
that.
do that.
Do not.
Until she doesn't listen.
Would you stop it?
Orlando and the Freak Show.
Therapy Thursday is a wrap, people.